does Calvin Candy do with what he's been given? He plays, he watches Fandango fights, he hangs out at social clubs, he hosts dinner parties, he drinks and smokes and lives the life of a heathen. Not so much following grants in the books of the library. While Calvin played, Stephen worked, and he worked so hard for so long that he managed to find his way to the top of the hierarchy, Candyland, making himself his de facto leader. As Calvin deferred much of the same and tasks needed to run Candyland effectively, he was right-hand man. Now it's interesting about Stephen that his friendship with and love for Calvin and his family isn't the root. If it were anyone else, you might think that Stephen was simply showing his affection to his master to better receive them. But no, it's humble. Stephen decided that his fellow slaves mattered very little to him. Were they the more unfortunate soul like himself? The Candy family, Stephen was somebody. He wasn't just a household slave. With them, a mere family, arguably the most man in their entire operation. It's no wonder that Stephen becomes shown to affection with the details that is further evidence that it's fact. At the moment that Calvin Candy dies, rushing to his side as his body falls to the floor, Stephen is utterly distraught that the man he loved more than anyone in the world, all darkness, is someone that will overcome him and despair. The entire meeting of the way he helped raise the man he guided in his position, the first discovered to come to enjoy anything else in the world was honored. Fighting on and killed Calvin, but Stephen and Calvin became on his horse, a gaze of utter hatred emanating from his eyes as he watched this man define the system he had come to enjoy. And again, though he didn't kill Calvin, Stephen knows he was the driving force behind Dr. Schultz from the Candyland in the first place. And for that, Stephen marked Django as the uppity man who had taken everything from him, and thus deserved to die. During the shootout that followed Calvin's death, Stephen assumed the role of leader that he had served from the shadows for so many years, ordering the white plantation workers to stop shooting so he could strike a deal with Django. After showing a bit of integrity, he tells Django that he'll do anything possible to give himself up, and squeezing some satisfaction from Django's surrender by making him use acquiescence to his demands.
Pues su puta madre él no sabía, perro.
He says Django's manipulation only to dampen the servitude and approval of man. Here, we see Stephen once again expressing his intelligence and the influence he has over the rest of the Candyland operation by telling Django that Lord finally had the idea to send him to his mining point, only after he repeated it several times. He states to Django that the purpose would be that any closer than he put on Django and Candyland for him, even when he goes crash on the sensitive parts. Now, making the retribution that Stephen seeks, the bargain sword. This is where Stephen reveals two things, one of which is public to a certain extent, that being the Satan. Stephen is not totally overseen from his Candyland. He thoroughly enjoys the project, explaining to Django his fate in detail, with a cold satisfaction that shows his utter hatred for the man and desire for revenge. And while regaling Django with his he uses up a full of things that he can do, making slaves, explaining this to Django, as the article is one they talk about blood, satisfying the need for Django, and send him off, who was one faith. However, this faith will not be satisfied that Django is returned, who has had revenge on the people who see him in his life, with his medical bondage, and no his medical
Más pinche bastardo. Oh!
And walks towards Django without so much as a stutter. Shimon was up by the one's way into the three places of the masters. Here, as defiant and obstinate as ever, Stephen died painful death, cursing Django and howling at him from justice, the name of Candyland. And at this end, who was Stephen? He was a slave born just as unfortunate as the rest, but through his misfortune, this keen young man found that he could manipulate his way into becoming an important man, one whose value would assure for himself a comfortable position in this world of horrors. He was intelligent, honestly, and proved months and believed in his oppressors, and putting them into practice with zealotry, becoming a man so firmly on the side of his masters that he molded himself into a more brutal and painful representation of the institution they propped up. On the one hand, it's hard to blame a person for attempting to better their lives when they're in the situation, and on the other, the fact that Stephen didn't just wash clothes and scrub floors to get ahead. He acted as a glorified slaver, standing over the town's meetings, relations, and killings, and he knows the man for the fight. On their attacks, himself, but if it felt it, Stephen had no better than his masters, and he's perhaps even willing to bet on their soul has been effective.
Esos vatos todos los días, porque la vida sucede todos los días.
Now you were a winner. I had to understand none of that had anything to do with my woman's here. None of that. And then I had to understand too that what's wrong. There's ways to get rid of shame, but the shame doesn't say you did bad things. Shame says you are bad. Some water since it's on up, it's not going down. If you trust and pick up, then it's going to back to stop. You your name. You'll have to dress up. Your face. That's the thing that you mind. What else to do. takes work. Work. Because the world are making you feel like you're not. That's how people make money. By making you feel like you don't have enough. Your car's not good enough. Your clothes aren't this you're missing.
What we had,
I swear, I would not say that. I would not say that. Like, can you know anything?
online,
Dude, you can't do this. You can't do it. It's impossible. You go. It's like water sinks on up. It's gonna go down. If you trust a pig up,